What do you think about this whole thing with like these video gamers and these fighting these athletes and celebrities that don't really have that much experience, but they're getting in there and fighting what you're calling one of the hardest combat sports?
I mean, it's difficult to know how to feel about it because on the positive end, it's drawing attention to boxing, which is great. On the other end, I feel like people should have to do what we did. They should have to work their way up and get into these opportunities. Because, like when you study martial arts and you go through and you hit that certain level, it's like it becomes pretty precious to you, and you start like realizing what it takes to advance in level. And then you have two guys at a more fundamental level that are just getting these opportunities against each other that look competitive. But I don't really pay attention. I mean, like, I shut off my social media before fights for like a month out, and I don't pay attention to that stuff. I find that takes up unnecessary space. I don't have the mental capacity to insert that smut into my brain, so I try to ignore it most of the time, and what people do as they do. If they're doing what they do and they do it honestly, that's on them. I mean, that's fantastic. I don't pay attention to those fights, and I don't watch them. Certainly different story with Mike Tyson. I mean, he certainly earned his spot. I mean, no one could argue it. These guys are legends, so of course I would tune in for something like that. But the John or the
Jake Paul and Nate Robinson.
Yeah, this guy. I mean, whatever. If he's getting a big name fight and he ends up fighting, is it McGregor or someone like this? He's fighting.
He's calling out McGregor. He ain't fighting McGregor. He's gonna probably get like Dylan Dennis or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm probably not going to watch that. But I mean, yeah, I don't know how these people are doing it based off popularity. The whole hype culture is it's a bit beyond me, because I just I'm just focused on my own little bubble here like that. I'm not really interested in these guys and what these guys are doing. I don't think I'm going to take too much technically. No offense to anyone, but from watching this guy fight, I don't feel like, I rarely watch heavyweight fights unless the name is right.
Yeah.
I rarely watch heavy boxing fights. I rarely watch a lot of these fights I don't feel like I'm going to take something from. So, yeah, I don't have a personal issue with it if they're doing what they're doing honestly and they're trying to get ahead. You can't fault a man for that or a person for that, But as far as my interest in it, it is at an absolute zero.
Yeah.
Real quick, with Mike Swick.